Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. Today we'll be continuing into the finale of What If Future Supreme Kai Saved Future Gohan. If you haven't seen part 5, there's a title card where you can go check it out and see what happened in the last part. But today we'll be going into the superhero arc. What happened to the granola arc? How will the movie go down with everyone being stronger? Also, I own a Discord for anyone who wants to join and talk more about Dragon Ball with me and other viewers. Maybe give out some of your own ideas of what ifs, and maybe in the future I could do them. Check the link in the description down below. Without further ado, let's dive into part 5 of What If Future Supreme Kai Saved Future Gohan. Before we get into the superhero arc, we must discuss the granola arc. Now originally, it starts off with Granola capturing the original copy of Android 7-3 as a part of the android survived the events of the Moreau arc. They were a big piece of the story as the android provided important information for the Heaters about the Dragon Balls and the fact that Saiyans were still alive at this time. Also, since in this timeline of events without the Tournament of Power, Frieza would not ever get the chance to be brought back to life again, though Elec won't ever have anything to tell Granola that would drive him to act on his revenge against Frieza or the Saiyans. So he would never want to grant the wish of becoming the strongest in the universe. So everyone on planet Cereal is irrelevant to this timeline as their problems would remain or be dealt with between themselves, and maybe one day Granola and the Heaters would eventually face off, but the final part, they would never really cross paths with any of the Z fighters. Now to our Z fighters, the Saiyans would be on Beerus's planet training ever since Moreau, but if we go back to Earth, with the Red Ribbon Army and Dr. Hito, things would be completely different. Let's say that Magenta and Dr. Hito both are still alive, and next what if would be what if it would be a lot harder for Magenta to try to bring Dr. Hito into the fold of the Red Ribbon Army, with how their androids practically almost completely hope to see y'all there and thank y'all so much. Let's say Magenta managed to bribe Dr. Hito to build them an android to stop Goku and Capsule Corp. Note, since Perfect Cell wasn't ever a thing, Magenta wouldn't really want him to build that right away or even ask him to build that. With Dr. Hito, he wouldn't want to create androids even if he wanted to make them into superheroes, since they would be too close to the twin androids that caused havoc on their planets many years ago. So Dr. Hito would create a superhero, just not the original Gamma 1 and 2. He would look through Dr. Gero's research and find out that he had another android he created named Cell. Seeing this android was completely separated from the other androids, he would focus on this one, but make him more look like how Perfect Cell looked like in the end. But there was another thing he saw that was interesting about Dr. Gero's research that allowed the androids to absorb energy, making it their own, and decided to add that when he would want to create his own superhero android. Creating another Cell, but not naming it the same, but this time calling him Gamma C. He would look like if Cell was perfected. Main difference being his personality, as Dr. Hito would want to give Gamma Cell the personality of a superhero, like Gamma 1 and 2 did. Next thing is, who would the Red Ribbon Army target now? It wouldn't directly be Gohan without the entirety of the Cell games ever happening. They would spy on Capsule Corp as they would target there first, until one day they see Goku Jr. visiting Bulma, and they would see how he looks exactly like Goku, who originally was Gero's target. They think that this child had some connection to Goku, and would end up spying on him until they find out where Gohan would live. Magenta would want to strike there and attack the child, but Dr. Hito was against it, so they would take more time to observe as they see Piccolo training Goku Jr. After watching where Piccolo would stay, that's when they would make their move. One day, Piccolo is attacked at his own home by Gamma C. He goes into his golden state, beginning to brawling out with Gamma C. As fight goes on, Piccolo underestimated how strong this person is, and Gamma C would be able to take the upper hand and beat him in the fight, thinking he killed Piccolo. Piccolo would survive the attack from Gamma C, and secretly would follow him to the base of the Red Ribbon Army. Once he sees it, he grows worried and immediately flies back to gather the Earthlings, and Goku Jr. would even want to join. He explains what he had found, and this shocks the others, knowing that last time they faced against the Red Ribbon Army, they lost and almost had their entire population being wiped out. This time, they are more confident with all the training they have been up to. They all begin to head out to the secret base. Before they leave, Piccolo would ask Bulma to try to contact Whis to get the Saiyans back on Earth, as they might need the extra help. Once they arrive, they are instantly met with Gamma C. He was surprised that Piccolo was still alive after he thought he killed him. Piccolo says that it won't happen again as he powers into his orange form and their brawl will begin. At first glance, it seems like Piccolo has the edge with the battle, but the more it went on, Piccolo began to lose ground. The other fighters tried to join in to help Piccolo, but not even with the advantage in numbers, no one was strong enough to face Gamma Cell alone. No matter what they threw at him, they barely are able to do any damage. It comes to the point where the Earthlings are down and knocked out, with only Piccolo and Goku Jr. left. Piccolo tries to make Goku Jr. leave, as it is not safe, but he refuses to leave. Piccolo continues to fight against Gamma C, with Goku Jr. in the back shooting Ki blasts that would make Gamma C lose his focus. It does work, with Gamma C shooting a Ki blast right at Goku Jr., which he didn't hold back, and Piccolo would go over and cover Goku Jr. taking the attack full force. Piccolo powers out of his orange form, from being too weak to continue fighting as he just took a powerful attack, as he tells Goku Jr. to run. Gamma sees someone feels bad as he didn't mean to send an attack that strong to a child, but Goku Jr. begins to get enraged as he charges at Gamma C, trying to fight him with all his power. But Gamma C easily avoids all of his attacks, but doesn't want to strike back as he does have that superhero mindset. He pushes Goku Jr. away as he is sent flying, but is catched by his father, as backup finally arrives, being the Four Saiyans. Gohan powers up into his beast form and goes to fight Gamma C, while Trunks helps out the other fighters. Their fight begins and many pressure waves are felt throughout the battlefield, as the whole Earth can feel the battle. Gohan is winning the battle as he is stronger than Gamma C, but then Gamma C can see that he is gonna lose, so then he ends up stabbing Gohan with his tail, absorbing his energy, making himself stronger. Gohan is close to dying, but then Gamma C is kicked away by Vegeta as Trunks catches Gohan. Vegeta powers up into his newly acquired form he gained from training, with it being his Super Saiyan Blue evolution form. He grows cocky as he grins and tells Gamma C that he will be destroyed. Gamma C sees this and powers up further, calling Vegeta a villain, and their brawl begins. Quickly though, Vegeta sees how outmatched he is against Gamma C, especially after he absorbed the strength of Gohan. Gaining this massive power boost, even Vegeta's newly found power is not enough, as he soon begins to get his power absorbed by Gamma C, but then is interrupted by Broly as he sends Gamma C flying away. He says that he will end this quickly as he shoots a destruction ki blast at Gamma C, thinking it would end him, but with the amount of power he absorbed, it gave him enough strength to deflect the destruction energy, as this surprised Broly. He then rushes at Gamma C. Another fight begins, Broly in his legendary Super Saiyan form going against Gamma C, and Gamma C is stronger than Broly. But Gamma C does know how Broly is slowly growing in strength. Broly powers up and shoots multiple ki blasts, but is confused on how they just disappear without causing any destruction. Broly soon realizes that Gamma C has been absorbing his energy and helping him grow stronger. They continue on fighting, with Broly trying to keep it closer range, but when he does, Gamma C would stab Broly with his tail to absorb more energy. Broly takes a step back, thinking if he should use the power he got from training with Beerus. He isn't sure if he can control it at all, but it's the only thing that he can think of. This battle would keep on going, with Broly always catching up in strength with Gamma C, but if he gets too close, he would get his energy absorbed, and even if he shot from afar, it would be the same scenario, which would make Gamma C stronger, and have the fight continue onwards. He powers down and begins to power up again. Everyone is wondering what Broly is up to, as his power rises, and a purple aura begins to form around him, as his hair grows purple and he loses his eyebrows. Broly powers up into his Ultra Ego form, and the power everyone senses is immense. They all compare it to the same energy that Beerus would use. Vegeta says that Broly has been sparring with Beerus non-stop on his planet, and then he ended up learning how to use destruction-like power as if he was the god of destruction. Their fight rages on, but the difference is that Broly is much more powerful, and even though Gamma C can do damage to Broly, it only makes him stronger. And this time Broly is not letting Gamma C absorb any energy. He sees how pointless the fight is, and would grab a hold of Gamma C and uses a Hakai to completely erase him from existence, as he would then power down. Everyone celebrates their victory. Seeing Broly's new power, Vegeta now has a goal on where he would want to grow to surpass Broly, but also wonders if maybe in the future, Broly would end up surpassing Beerus and he would become the new god of destruction of Universe 7. After the defeat of the androids, most of the Z Fighters feel redeemed after their loss from the original androids, and are proud of how far they came along, and managed to come back, all thanks to the likes of Gohan and the Supreme Kai. And that's where I'm going to leave it off for now. Tell me how you think about the final part and how I did with the superhero arc. What do you think about the entire story as a whole? I enjoyed how Gohan and Trunks became the lead of the Z Fighters, and seeing how the future timeline could have recovered after the androids. What could have happened differently? Leave your thoughts down in the comments below. I would love to hear them. Next what if would be what if Beerus arrived at the end of GT. If y'all are interested and enjoyed, please leave a like and subscribe. Hit the notification bell to be alerted whenever I post another part. Hope to see y'all there, and thank y'all so much for watching and all the support of this series, and I will see y'all in the next series. See ya.